A rally where Melvin Evans, Hayden Paddon, Chris Meek, Tony Gardemeister, and much more would have competed in with the hopes of winning, and in some instances would have won. No, I am not speaking of a round of the World Rally Championship, but an international rally on the small island of Barbados. It would become an event which Ken Block would become the first American to win and arguably one of his best performances. Prior to this event, Block had been on the island twice before in 2014 and 2015 to compete in global rally cross rounds. Both events Block would crash out. With this to preface his return, Block's mental state would also have to contend with this being his first time competing in a tarmac rally in Barbados. On what would be on one of the wettest Rally Barbados to date, against the likes of Jeffrey Panton, Rob Swan and Dane Skeet, all of whom were in WRC machinery. Block would have an uphill battle if he were to challenge for a win. You see, what would also make this a special but unlikely win for Block was the mere fact that he had not had any chance to drive this car in anger before. It was the first time driving the Ford Fiesta R5, and that showed in testing. The time had come. Day one of Rally Barbados, with an unusual daytime start due to the COVID pandemic, which had also truncated the number of competitive stages that year. By the lunch halt, Block and Gelsomino would have 3 top 3 stage times, including a stage win on the infamous Dark Hole stage, which was one of the most treacherous on the schedule for the day. At times it almost seemed like someone totally different was driving. Was it Block's unfamiliarity of the car, or stage conditions? Driver input seemed more precise and not as flamboyant to the Block we had all come to know and love. Whatever it was, this consistent approach would serve well for Block, where others would fall either by driver error or due to mechanical issues as seen here, with Dane Skeet, who had suffered a broken drive shaft on the last stage of the day. Day 2, Block and Gelsomino were third overall behind Panton and Swan, which was somewhat expected. The pundits would question whether Block would be able to pick up some time in the twisty and technical Rock Hall stage to keep a buffer between him and the faster WRC machinery. By stage 12 of 19, Block would have himself up to second overall and would stay there with some blistering stage times to seal the deal on special stage 18, where Panton would have some mechanical issues of his own, as could be heard here. Whether it was luck or a new, less flamboyant approach, Ken Block had won Rally Barbados on his first attempt and in the Rally 2 spec car, an outcome no one else had achieved up to that time. It was a pleasure watching Block and Gelsomino's performance over that weekend. If only we could have seen it again.